This is ExactTrades.com Shakers Report for October 7th, 2011. First, we're taking a look at the SPY, the S&P 500. You can see yesterday's session, we had a little bit of a pullback into the support level here. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see. We had some selling off the open, came down into support, had the bounce, made the new high, and then moved up into this 116 area. Had a little bit of trouble with 116 a couple times, pushed through and finished near the high of the day. After market held up, and the pre-market this morning, we had a little bit of a pullback into this 116 area. We're starting to move up again. Last is at 116.19. So let's go ahead and take a look here. It's a little more price history. So what we have is this trend line that's forming to the long side. Now we're going to have some resistance right around 117. So watch it there. And then 117, between 117.50, 117.60. Could be a little bit of resistance through there. If we can push through that, I think we're looking at about 118.60, maybe a little bit at 118. So those are four resistance levels there for the market. See if we can push up into 117 first, and then see how it acts at 117. We might get one more trending day up. We're starting to get a little bit overextended. We're starting to get into these previous highs here from the last move up. So watch that for a turn, and also watch this trend line here for support. If we break this and come down, gonna have some support, back at 115. So right about in here, and then if we break 115, next support's gonna be 114 area from these lows. This support here, and then yesterday's session when we broke down. Also resistance here on October 5th. Kind of zoom in here. You can see we had this resistance here, this high, and this low. So 114 is going to be pretty good support. If we do get some selling and breakdown below the open today, could come down into this 115 area. So just watch what the market does and try to trade accordingly. Be more patient with your longs, or let your shorts run a little bit more depending on what the market's doing. Also, if you see the market doing one thing against your trade, or if your trade's underperforming, go ahead and get tight on your trade to save yourself some money. Be a little bit more cautious. So let's go ahead and look at today's trades. First up, we have LO. You can see resistance level here is right around 116. We're going to look for a breakout over the previous high. I'm going to take this long over 116.07. So right about there, take it long. First profit target is going to be 117.23. Now watch it at 117. If it starts to have a little bit of trouble with 117, you can take profit early. But really try to wait for that 117.23 for your 1%. Second profit target is going to be 118.39. And again, watch 118 as possible resistance. If you get through the second target, trail the stop up into 119 on your last piece. Next we have PNM. This stock has been on our alert for a few days now, still consolidating under the resistance line, so it's going to still be on our watch list for a breakout to the long side. Resistance here is just under 17. Going to wait for a breakout over 17. Actually looking for about 17.17 as your trigger. First profit target is going to be 17.34. Second profit target is going to be 17.50. And then once you get through 17.50, I would trail a stop up. See if it can trend up into 17.75, possibly 18 as the highest target. Now we're looking at RAI. Resistance level here around 38.74. Going to take it long just over the break, 38.77. So right about there, take it long. First profit target's going to be 39.10. Now watch it at 39 and see if it can push through 39. I think it should be fine. Profit target 39.10. Second profit target's going to be 39.50. So right into this area here. And then I would trail a stop on your last piece and see if you can test 40. I think you're going to find some pretty good resistance at 40. So once you get into 40, I would get pretty tight or go ahead and take the last bit of your profit there. Next we have UTHR. You can see support level here right around 36.50. This stock's been lagging the market action. Yesterday it was pretty flat, consolidating under resistance level here. Going to look for it to break down. Also has this trend line that was forming and starting to fail that. Should have moved up a little more, I believe. So if we do get a top in the markets and we start to get a pullback or some selling, I think this has come down and test the lows. I know we're pretty far off the support level, so this might not trigger today, but it's something to keep on your watch list. and it still may break down, so it still could be a trade today. First, you want to enter under 36.44, so right about there, go short. First profit target is going to be 36.06. Second profit target is going to be 35.70. And then trail a stop in your last piece. Watch it at 35.50 for possible support. Ideally, I'd like to get down into 35 as my final target. And now we're looking at UHS. Again, you see this support line, trend line here, coming into that support trend line, and also we have horizontal support line right here. You see the lower support here right around 31.45. We're going to look to take this short under 31.27. So right about here, take it short. First profit target is going to be at 31. So a little bit early, but I think you could see some support at 31. So take that profit early. It's just a few cents early. Second profit target is going to be at 30.70. And then I would trail a stop down into 30.50. Ideally, my target on my last piece is going to try to be around $30. Should have some pretty good support at 30. And our last trade is AET. Again, lagging the market a little bit. Pretty flat day, holding just under resistance line. And if you see this trend line coming up off the bottom here, having trouble holding that, you're going to have some first support right in this area. So you're going to look to take this short into 34.72. So right about there, take it short. First profit target is going to be 34.38. Second profit target is going to be 34.04. So see, you can already get your 1% and 2% profit before you even come down and test the lows. I would hold a piece on the last of your trade on the short side. See if you can come down and test this 33.50 area. So those are the trades for today. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.